Hello! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Graciano and today I'm gonna take you on a trip to Mexico City. Ciao, it has been a hot minute since I've been here. But we're finally back in action. So one thing I need you to do is to like this video so we can spread the message, get more people involved, and also leave some comments behind. I would love to read more stuff about the videos and everything else. Without further ado, let's start the video and I hope you enjoy it. Are you excited?
Yay!
Yes!
Very excited.
Today, Silva and me are finally flying to Mexico City. It has been a long time coming, but the day is finally here. We are now ready to board our 12-hour flight from Amsterdam to Mexico City. We're boarding now.
It's cold.
It's cold, yeah. After we have taken off, we try to unwind and enjoy some of the food they offered during the flight. However, the flight itself was low-key a bit uncomfortable, just because of the reason that it was so long. But in the end, I am happy that we've decided to fly with KLM. So we made it. We made it finally.
Wow.
Wow. It was a long flight. Very long flight. After we got our baggage, we hopped into an Uber and made our way to the hotel. Hi, it's me again. So basically what happened next is that Silva and I, we were just so hungry and so tired that I didn't really planned a room tour. However, we stayed at this hotel and the room was quite nice. We had 2 queen beds. It was quite a nice location, quite a nice room as well. Only one day I found a big ass cockroach next to my bed and the roach was kind of like this, just knocked out, gone with the wind and everything. But other than that, the hotel room was fine and we didn't really use it much for breakfast either because we were on the run almost every day. But otherwise we had a good stay at that hotel. So I'm having my first Mexican dish from this place. Boston. What you got, Silva?
I got taquerias. No, not the taquerias. The taquitos.
Taquitos?
Taqueria is the place. The taquitos and nachos and guacamole and lime.
Good morning, it's the next day. Today is the first day we're spending in Mexico, a full 24 hours. The flight from Amsterdam to Mexico is about 12 hours. However, halfway the flight, I couldn't take it anymore. The chairs were uncomfortable. Me and Silva just had a normal economy seat, But after a while, it becomes just so uncomfortable. And I was sitting next to this brolic guy and I was sitting this on the chair, which was kind of awkward. But yeah, halfway when we were flying over America, I was losing it. My head started hurting, my body was hurting. I couldn't anymore. But yeah, when we arrived in Mexico City, we took an Uber from the airport to the hotel and Silva noticed his left mirror was broken and had a little mirror in between to still cover. And Silva looked at me oh my god, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, it was actually quite funny. The guy was very nice and the Uber drive was very quick. We were there in 20 minutes. Then we had some food. Now I gotta say, the tacos I had from this place, amazing. If this is the level, well, I don't want to say level, when you go to a country where they have their own authentic food, you'll get top tier food, hello. But yeah, the food was amazing. Today I'm gonna do some sightseeing by myself because Silva went to do her nails for today. Silva, what are you going to today?
I'm gonna do my nails.
You're gonna do your nails?
Yes.
What's the place called?
Hi.
Hi. That's great. I'm just gonna walk around the city, go to the grocery store, get some stuff because on Thursday we have a day trip, a mini day trip happening. The weather is amazing. I'm gonna go outside. Free from the hotel at last, I'm heading to my first stop of the day, Monumento A La Revolucion. Located in Plaza de República, The monument was built between 1910 and 1938. The Monument to the Revolution in English is a memorial arch commemorating the Mexican Revolution. This iconic monument also has an observation deck where I'll be going today, and also to the museum below its decks. There is a ton of history in this monument, but also a lot of fun stuff to do if you will be traveling with friends or with family. The staff is also very friendly, and they will guide you up to the observation deck where you will be able to enjoy the lovely view. I don't know why I always tend to play myself, but I'm afraid of heights. But it's quite a beautiful surrounding here. I would highly recommend visiting Monumento A La Revolucion. It is a fun activity and you'll be able to see Mexico City from a different perspective. After buying my pictures and souvenir, I'm going to regroup with Silva and meet Ania, who she has been in contact with for a while and who is also a local from Mexico City. Silva and I met Ania in Zona Rosa, which is a cool and hip neighborhood in Mexico City. Ania was kind enough to take us on a city tour by foot and showing us all that Mexico City has to offer. After walking a bit around in the city, we went to Gran Hotel Ciudad de Mexico to have a nice drink and a great view of the Zocalo Square.
Welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house. Come on inside.
Museum, and then 1, 2, 3 like squares, and there is letters in black. There is the sign of the drugstore. Okay. And well, it is made for more than 20,000 pieces of glass of different colors. He tried to create like a puzzle with all of the pieces. It's considered as
Upstairs, the hotel had a nice restaurant where we enjoyed some drinks. From the balcony of the hotel, we were able to view the lowering of the Mexican flag on the square, which is a ceremony done by the Mexican military. But before the night was over, Silva and I had to make one more pit stop. When Silva and I entered the stadium, we did not know what to expect. But all I gotta say is, going to a Lucha Libre match is for sure highly recommended. I got my ticket from Ticketmaster and was able to get Silva and I a good seat in the front of the ring.
Silva, how do you feel?
But holy shit, the moment you walk into the stadium, the energy is just unmatched.
They be jumping people out here. We don't support this.
That was a bit dramatic.
Nope.
The energy in the room is just so amazing and so explosive that you just get drawn in directly, even if you don't understand what's going on. But all in all, we had an amazing night at the Lucha Libre match. So it's day number 2 and we're still in Mexico City. Today I want to go to Museum Soumaya and another museum across from that museum. And later today, we don't really have much of a plan. I do myself have written down everything I kind of want to see. But like yesterday, we were walking around the city quite a lot. So there were also a lot of things I could already cross off my bucket list for in Mexico City. Also, I got swindled. While I was waiting for Ania and Silva to arrive at the restaurant, I was like, let me kill some time before they arrive, you know? I crossed the street and some older guy, he crossed the street as well, but like a little bit later after me. So in my mind, I was like, was he following me or was he just like crossing on the same time? Anyway, he asked me, hey, what time is it? Do you have the time? Yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, yeah, the time is it's about 2:45. So then me and him started talking a little bit like in Spanish and English. Like, I thought he was like I think he's a local, but he was a little bit of an older guy. So we were just like, I was a little bit maybe too naive with this. So then he was talking to me about how he was getting some food for his mother. And I was like, oh yeah, well, I'm here just waiting for my friend, you know, to get some food. And then he was recommending me the nice places like across the area. I was like, sure, you know, like, okay, cool. And then at one point he went into his bag. And when he went into his bag, he told me, he was like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's not a pistol. I'm like, sir, what are you talking about? So I was like, sure. After that, he grabbed a bracelet out of his bag and he gave it to me. But he kind of like shoved it in my hand. And then, learning from Paris and other European cities, you never let people shove things in your hand, especially things like bracelets or like little souvenir things, because they will ask you for money. And as soon as he did that, I was like, no, senor, no, I'm good. He's like, take it. He insisted I took it. And I'm like, boy, leave me alone. And then he, of course, asked me for money. Like, first he asked me for like 100 pesos, I think. But then he asked me for more. And I was like, sir, now you're doing too much. So then I looked in my wallet and then he saw like the 500 peso bill, which is like 23 euros, around the same price. And then he was like, oh yeah, you can give me that one. I was like, no. And then he was like, yeah, I just give me that one because I want to buy groceries, yada, yada, yada. I was like, oh my God, you know. And then I tried to get like a smaller bill and then he tried to like reach in and he just snatched like the 500. And I was like, you know what? Take it. You know, the thing is like, I'm not from here. I'm not gonna act up. One thing my mom has told me, like, all these things like phones, wallets, whatever, like if people wanna snatch that shit, let them, you know, like my life is more valuable. And you know, I was like, you know, have these 500 pesos, go your way, but leave me the fuck alone. And then 2 minutes later, Ania was like, hey, where are you? And I was like, if I would just have been standing there for 2 more minutes at the restaurant, just waiting patiently and not crossing the street, this would have been avoided. But you know, lesson learned. Next time I see someone, I'ma run. And now I will get some food because I'm hungry. And then I'll go outside and do my stuff. So, talk to you later. So my first destination of today is Museo Soumaya. Museo Soumaya is a private museum in Mexico City and a non-profit cultural institution with 2 buildings in Mexico City. This museum has over 60,000 pieces of art, varying from Mexican and European art. After spending some time in Museo Soumaya, I crossed the street and went to Museo Jumex. This is probably like the biggest elevator I've ever been in. It's so huge. Museo Jumex opened in 2013. This museum is spread around 3 floors and has a broad variety of things to see. After spending the early afternoon in these museums, I made my way back to meet Silva in Bosque de Chapultepec. While we were still planning our day, Silva and I witnessed one of the most beautiful ceremonies I've ever seen, the Danza de los Voladores. This ancient Mesoamerican ritual, which dates back over 600 years, is meant to symbolize the fertility of the earth. This is more than just acrobatics or dance. It's a vital expression of Mesoamerican culture and spirituality, and it should be respected as such. After a quick visit to the park, we made our way back to the hotel. Today, day 3. How do you feel, Silva? Oh my goodness.
Getting there, feeling Ish better
Better.
than yesterday.
How did you enjoy Mexico so far?
It's been amazing.
Amazing.
Yes, no, I love the city. I don't like the air because it's very
Same.
dry.
Yeah.
But as a city, it's really beautiful. There's a lot of trees.
Trees.
But like green.
Green. Yes.
And the streets are very wide and it's really beautiful.
And your favorite food so far?
I think the soup goes to my... It's either the number one or the first night we had here.
Right.
The taquitos.
Taquitos?
That's the place. Taquitos, yes.
Taquitos.
Yes. The small
Mood.
ones, it was vegan. So those and this soup.
Mood.
Really, really, really amazing.
On our third and final day, Silva and I spent time in the beautiful neighborhood of Roma. We had an incredible meal at the fabulous Madre Cafe. The tacos that I had at this restaurant were absolutely amazing. Afterward, we took a short walk before I had to get ready to teach a class. Ania was kind enough to give me one of her classes to teach in Mexico City as well. And I'm very grateful still to this day. So thank you very much, Ania, for this experience. So after the Vogue class, Ania and I went to get some food at the same place I got the nice bomb-ass tacos from the first night. And after, we went to the club. In conclusion, I had an incredible time in Mexico City. I highly recommend visiting this vibrant city and the country as a whole, at least once in your life. The party was a blast, and I thoroughly enjoyed experiencing the energy of Mexican nightlife. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're ready for part 2. We're going to Holbox, Cancun, and Isla de Mujeres. So see you next time.